juggernaut tonight. Sugar seduction delight.
Boy, you need to feel big and strong.
Reach for juggernaut tonight.
Hello guys, I'm back with another tier list. Today we're going to be covering the 34 maps. Technically should be 31, but the little survival maps I will count. So on the number 34 spot is Die Rise. Don't even get me started, and these are going to the best by the way. Don't even get me started on Die Rise. You can die from fall damage, the perks are random, and if you put your gun in the pack-a-punch and the elevator goes up, you lose your gun. Sure, it has a bank and a little gun container, but no one really uses that anymore. It's just a bad map, and the Nova Crawlers are just so bad too. So that's why I rank it this low. Now, on the number 33 list is Dead Ops Arcade. Now you can argue with me that's a mode, not a map, but it's in the map category, so I'm gonna put it down now. So yeah, it's this low because it's just not that fun or exciting. It's so difficult for the beginning players too, so that's why I rank it this low. Coming up on the number 32 spot is Farm. Now Farm on Black Ops 2 was not fun. It was so foggy, there was barely any perks, no pack-a-punch. Sure, you could try have some fun with it with friends, but it's really not the best map if you just want to chill out. Like the zombies run too fast, there's like no good camping spots, it's just not a good map. Now coming up on number 31 is Setsubo no Shima. So yeah, Setsubo is way too big of a map. There's spiders, and when the spiders come, they block passageways and stuff like that, and they can kill you. They're just pests, and plus most of the map is kind of difficult and complex for like people that just want to relax. And the Easter egg's really hard to do too. So coming up on the number 3 spot is Verrucht. Now Verrucht could be a good map, but it's just too small. I'm pretty sure there isn't Pack-a-Punch on there. It was better in the Black Ops 3 version, but the Black Ops 1 and World at War version sucked. And they didn't have some good gun selection too, so that's why I rank it this low. Now at 29, it's gonna be Shinonuma. Again, it's like kind of like Setsubo. The aspect is kind of like jungly. I don't like that jungly aspect that much. Sure, on the World of War version, you could get to like around 10,000, but you can't do that in the newer versions. So that's why I'm ranking it this low. And I'm not doing Zombies Chronicles. When I do like a map that's been remastered, I just like do it as a whole. Coming up next on 28th spot is 5. Now, 5 is just a bad map because of like the dude that steals your guns, the Apothecary Thief. He's just so annoying. Like, sure, when you kill him, if he doesn't grab your gun, it's a bonfire sale. But getting the Pack-a-Punch is kind of difficult too. And plus, most people don't understand the map, and people don't like presidents that much playing as them, so I don't mind playing as like JFK, but it's just not a good map, to be honest. Now coming up on the 27th spot, I'm gonna stop counting these because I might forget. Bus Depot. Bus Depot isn't really that bad of a map, but there's so many spots you can kill yourself on the lava, and there's no Pack-a-Punch. I'm pretty sure there isn't perks, and if I'm mistaken, there's only quick revive or something. So that's why I rank it this low. Coming up next is now the motherload of trash maps. Transit. Don't like. I would even say it's worse than Die Rise, even though Die Rise is the last one on the tier list. Like, Transit is so bad. Let me give you 5 reasons. No, maybe even more than 5. 1, the perks are like super far away. 2. It takes a million years for the bus to go to places. 3. When you get into the fog, the little gremlins, you have to stab them. Number 4. Uh, you have to build everything to get anywhere, and there's no like power switch. You have to build that too. And number 5. Let me tell you that. Number 5. Once you get into that little white room, that little electrical boss comes in and annoys you all night. It is so bad. If anyone likes this map, I don't understand how. You need to give me like a couple reasons how it's good. Sorry about that rant. The next one is, oh, how can I forget Nuketown? Can you get me started? Okay, so I'm pretty sure there is a pack-a-punch, and all the perks come from God's little safe space, or heaven, whatever you want to call it. Like, they drop down random perks, and you could get the perk you don't want. Like, that's the annoying part about this map. And that there's like 4 doors to open, and it's easy to get caught on things. Sure, it's good for camping, but it's just not that good for map. But it is better than transit, though. Knock Deer and Toten. I'm not sure if I did this one alright. The map of all maps. It was the first ever zombies map created. Sure, it's kind of like Newtown. It's kind of easy to get caught things, and you only open a couple of doors, but like, it's the first zombies map. I mean, I'm not gonna rank it as the worst map. I mean, it's the first map. You gotta cut some slack on it. It didn't have perks when I first started. Well, it does now, but, we'll get to that later. Voyage of Despair. Every time I hear or play this map, I'm in despair. Like, this is really so bad. You're on the Titanic, which doesn't really have much room. You have to open up like 50,000 doors. The zombies are difficult in Black Ops 4. Don't even get me started. Black Ops 4 is just a bad game in general. So, that's why I rate this slow. Still better than Transit. Okay, so we have Die Rise. Die Rise is a good map, but it's just generic. Everyone basically camps up in the catwalk. And what deducts this further is on Modern War, or Black Ops 1, I don't know which one. If you got Juggernog and you zapped yourself with the Wonder Waff, you actually lost the Juggernog. So that's why I rate it low. The next one is Blood of the Dead. Remember we were all so hyped for this map? But then it just went down. Like, no one remembers, like, how no one says this map is good. Like, it's not a good map. So that's why I rate it so low. Also, like, it's kind of like Mob the Dead, but like bigger, and that made it worse. And there's no plane. The pack-a-punch is just right there. There's no afterlife either, so I wouldn't say it's Mob the Dead. Next one is Tag Der Toten. It's kind of like Blood the Dead or Mob the Dead, really, because it's called the Dead Remastered that we're all hyped for, but in reality it just sucked. The map, like, you could go to more places. There's no George Romero, and the Wonder Waff sucked because it has scope on it, and it just sucked in general. I don't even want to talk about this map. Coming up next is Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil is basically kind of like Dead of Night. I compare them both. Like, they're both recycle maps. And up next is Dead of Night. What do you expect? I mean, they're just not good maps. The Easter eggs were complicated. I don't know. They're just both similar in my opinion. I don't know why. They're just both similar. Okay, coming up next is Classified. Get me wrong. Classified was a good map, but it just not Black Ops 4. It just really wasn't. I mean, the one weapon sucked, and I feel like it didn't have much. It didn't feel as alive as it was in Black Ops 1. The next one is Alpha Omega. It's really good of a map. Like, not like really good, but it's like better than the Nuketown and Black Ops 2. I mean, it introduced new ray guns. It's a bit bigger. It looks better. It's actually not that bad of a map. I kind of underrated it earlier until I made this list. Okay, the next one is Town. Now, Town is the best survival map known to like Black Ops history. Like, And it did feature the one of the worst perks, well, actually the worst perk, which is Tombstone. But that's the only bad thing about it. It had the Galvin Knuckles, it had the Mark II, it had the Mark 1. It was just really good. You could, and it had Pack-a-Punch. You could hold out until you died. It's really good. Okay, we have Shangri-La. Now I might be a bit biased here. I did complete the Easter egg on Black Ops 3, but it's really good. It looks beautiful. It has the baby gun. The only bad thing about it is the monkey's kind of like a sunshine. Like, it's a really good map. So that's why I put it up here so much. And the Easter egg's not that complicated, but I think you need 4 people. Yeah, you do. I think. Up here we have Ascension. Now Ascension, like, it's really good. You could shoot down the rocket with the ray gun Mark II. It had good wonder weapons like the thunder gun and the Mark II, but the only bad part is the monkeys. They're kind of annoying, but you can't get free perk out of them, so you know that's an upside. Now we have Moon. I complete the Moon Easter egg too, but like Moon is really fun. Like it has arguably the best and the most rare wonder weapon, the Zap Gun. Like it's never been in any other map. It's only been in Moon, and it's really rare. And you can Pack-a-Punch it too, and it has a little thing where you could convert it into like the Zap Gun. It's really cool. Like the map is just really cool because in Black Ops 1, the astronaut could be one of your friends listening, but the annoying part was the astronaut. Just don't get near it and your perks will stay. So, okay, coming up next is Kino. Now Kino is like one of those maps that everyone likes. You can't hate Kino. It's kind of like Town, a good survival map. The only annoying part about it was the Nova Crawlers, but you could easily avoid them if you didn't turn power on. So I give this map an 8 out of 10. Anyway, next one is Crawlers the Dead. It had George Romero. I'm not sure if I already did this one, but I think I have. I'm gonna do it anyway. It had 2 good weapons, Scavenger and that other gun that turned them into CIA agents. And if you killed George Romero, you could get the Wonder Wasp, but only for a limited amount of time, unfortunately. On to the next one. Garage Curvy. Now this map is good, where you can ride dragons to get Pack-a-Punch, and the Easter egg is kind of difficult, but the tedious task of getting Pack-a-Punch is the most annoying thing I have ever done. It still is a good map though. On to the next one is Revelations. Now, it is such a good map. I just got the Map 42 on it, which I was going to use that gameplay for this video, but I couldn't get it out the theater mode for some reason. Revelations is so easy to get Pack-a-Punch. Didn't do the Easter egg, but so easy to get Pack-a-Punch. So many iconic weapons and wonder weapons. You have the Thunder Gun, the Apothecary Servant, the Ray Gun, 59, things like that. Tommy Gun, Peacekeeper. So many DLC guns in that map. It's just so fun. And the Pack-a-Punch camera was good too. Okay, IX. This map was good. The Easter egg was good. The guns were good. When the weapon was, it had the Bowie knife in it. The Pack-a-Punch was hard to get. You could do trials to get some more stuff. It's kind of easy but hard at the same time. It's a really good map. And it's not that huge of a map either. Next is Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil, it's kind of difficult to get Pack-a-Punch. It's really not that big of a map. And they introduced the Beast mode, which is a really unique and cool idea. Kind of similar to Mob of the Dead's Afterlife. The only annoying part about it is the Magwas and meatball things and the parasites. The next one is Horizon Track. Oh my god. It had 4 bows, kind of like Origins did, except it had staffs. The bows weren't that hard to get. I mean, it depends who you're asking. Not that big of a map. The only annoying part was the panzers, and the Pack-a-Punch kinda easy to get. Now on to the next one is Buried. Oh, so many memories when I hear Buried. Buried is such a good map. Like it introduced the Rig 'em Up 2 and the Paralyzer, which we haven't got the Paralyzer back. I hope they remastered Buried. And it introduced the bank system. I don't think it introduced, but it introduced the bank system and the safe system, and it had the revolvers too. And the Pack-a-Punch wasn't that hard to get. On to the next one is the Machina. It is one of the easiest maps I ever played. It's really fun. Like Pack-a-Punch wasn't that hard to get. Introduced a lot of new things, a new perk even. It introduced a whole lineup of guns. We could argue it's a new power up, but it was in Black Ops 4, which is blood money. Then Mob the Dead. Mob the Dead is so good. Like, you could go into Afterlife. You could power up things like you could in Jazz of Evil. In solos, you had 3 Afterlives, which replaced Quick Revive. And introduced a new perk called Electric Cherry, and a new war weapon called the Blundergat. And you could build stuff for the Blundergat and make it the Acid Gat. So that's what I like about it. And finally, the best map of all, Origins. Don't even get me started. Origins is the best map ever. It had 4 good wonder weapons, a good Easter egg. They weren't that hard to obtain. Pack-a-Punch was kinda easy to obtain but took a lot of time. The generators, the Mauser, so many good things about it. I could make a 30-minute video of how Origins is better than all the other maps I focused on. But I hope you like my tier list. And I'll see you in the next one where I do a wonder weapon or gun tier list. Bye.